But well, for our next item, we look at the cabinet, and today we highlight the lives and times of former powerful cabinet minister in the Moi era, J.J. Kamotho.
Joseph Kamotho was born in 1942 in Mathioya, Murang'a district, present-day Murang'a County. He attended Mudangari Primary School before joining Jombe Intermediate School. In 1962, he completed his Cambridge School certificate and left for the Soviet Union to pursue university studies. The experience exposed him to the language and political culture of the socialist bloc, influences that would later shape his distinctive style of communication. On returning to Kenya in 1968, Kamotho was employed as a lecturer at the Kenya Institute of Administration, now the Kenya School of Government. 2 years later, he traveled to the United Kingdom on a scholarship to pursue a master's degree in public administration. Kamotho entered elective politics in 1979 when he was elected Member of Parliament for Kangema. President Moi soon appointed him Minister for Higher Education. At the ministry, Kamotho is credited with resolving frequent closure of universities due to student unrest that had become common, especially every March when marking the death of former Nyandarua North Member of Parliament, J.M. Kariuki. Kamotho often rushed personally to the University of Nairobi and Kenyatta University College to address striking students. Some of his most enduring contributions were the implementation of the Mackay Commission report that recommended the establishment of Moi University as Kenya's second public university in 1981. The report also laid the foundation for the 844 education system. However, his political fortunes dimmed in 1983 when President Moi called snap elections following allegations that Attorney General Charles Jonjo and his allies were plotting against the government. Kamotho, seen as one of Jonjo's allies, lost his Kangema seat to John Michuke. Suddenly, the once powerful minister became a political outcast. Stripped of influence and struggling financially, Kamotho and his wife Eunice began selling groceries from a small kiosk in Nairobi's finance house. Still, he never gave up. He invited journalists to the kiosk, handed them handwritten statements, and remained determined to return to politics. That opportunity came in 1987 when President Moi toured Nyandarua. Kamotho managed to catch the president's attention and began rebuilding their relationship. In 1988, he returned to Parliament after winning the newly created Mathioya seat and was appointed Assistant Minister for Transport and Communication. He was soon elevated to full cabinet rank. His greatest rise came in 1989 when Moses Mudavadi died and Kamotho was appointed KANU Secretary General, becoming one of the most powerful men in the country. As party spokesman, he developed a reputation for terse, cutting remarks. When asked by journalists whether KANU would accept criticism or reform, his stock answer was often blunt: KANU shall not accept it. In 1993, when questioned about growing corruption, Kamotho famously replied that KANU had never promised zero tolerance on corruption in its manifesto. The remark shocked many Kenyans but reflected his characteristic sarcasm and political style. Despite losing several elections in the 1990s, Kamotho remained in Parliament through presidential nomination and continued serving in cabinet, holding the trade, environment and local government portfolios. Kamotho was among President Moi's most loyal allies, constantly defended the ruling party by declaring that KANU ni baba na mama and Nyayo juu zaidi. But beneath his confidence, political divisions within KANU were growing. Kamotho belonged to the faction that supported Vice President George Saitoti as Moi's successor, while another camp preferred younger leaders including Uhuru Kenyatta, Musalia Mudavadi and Kalonzo Musyoka. In 2001, when KANU merged with Raila Odinga's National Development Party, Kamotho lost the Secretary General position to Raila Odinga in a ceremony at Kasarani Stadium. Angered by the chaotic party elections, he dismissed the exercise as a marketplace, subsequently coining the phrase Kasarani Kichinjio. He also warned that the KANU-NDP merger would not last, famously saying divorce proceedings would begin at the wedding. His prediction proved accurate. By 2002, Kamotho had concluded that KANU was losing power. He abandoned the party he had defended for decades and joined the opposition coalition that would eventually remove KANU from government. John Joseph Kamotho died of a heart attack in South Africa on 6 December 2014. He is remembered as a gifted communicator, a master political survivor, and one of the most loyal defenders of the Moi era. Jackie Wambiru, The Cabinet.